And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Cade Horton.
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Here's Josh Rojas. And a pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and this one is off and running. The wind and the pitch. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Austin Slater stands in. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. That's inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And there's a ball.
That's in.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
1 out, base is empty. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tuchman digs in now.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Line drive and foul ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fastball is outside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And it gets by him. Gets off a throw. The throw is late, and they get a run at home.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Andrew Vaughn now, the number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. That catches the corner. One away with a runner at third. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
The count.
On the ground to third, and that's foul. Runner on at third, one gone. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One down. Benintendi to the plate. Runner on the move. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 2 away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Josh Rojas.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teel.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Drew Thorpe. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Three-two now.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one misses.
No, that's a ball.
So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Runner at first with no outs here. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
Ball, 1 strike.
Throw, safe. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Judge waits. Runner on the go again. Judge rips that one. Base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Aye. One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Way high.
3-2.
This to third. The throw to second.
He's out.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Kyle Tucker, one of the best RBI guys in the game this year. Right now, second in the NL. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And
No,
ball
that's low.
one. Two out, space is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one is inside. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Inside, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So, man aboard, Luis Robert Jr., the next Cub to hit. Having a nice year in terms of power. Right now, he's 7th in the NL in home runs. And first offering is fouled off. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two outs. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And no one can get there. Tucker headed for third. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So 2 on with 2 away. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That's the third, and that chance handled. Sends it across to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Second inning set to go. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Horton back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras under it, and he's got it, and there's one down. So digging in, Dominic Fletcher.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting up, the second baseman, Brooks.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Baldwin, 24 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base.
Ball.
In the dirt,
Counts 1-0.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
And another ball. Fletcher stands at first with one out.
That's ball three.
In the dirt.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Count full.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. So the batting order turns over. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there. That's strike one. Two outs. That one missing inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. And they'll do it again. And that one almost hit him.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Judge is there. And that is that. The White Sox leave one. They lead it 2-1. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That misses the zone. 1-0. Cut on and lifted in the air. And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Batting it, the shortstop.
Here's Trey Turner. Just missed. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings here and blasts one left field, ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Wilson Contreras in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that's too high. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And a slider in there for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Mike Tauchman. He tripled and scored his first time. And there's a foul ball. Hard hit left side. Over to first. Tauchman is gone.
The first baseman, number 25, Andrew.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Not
Ball
close
one,
with
no
that
strike.
one. And that is ball one. And another
That's ball
ball.
two.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 outs. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Back-to-back
2 balls,
fastballs in.
1
That
strike.
last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Base hit center field. And that extends the inning.
Now back, the left fielder, Andrew.
Benintendi up here.
Ball, that's
Outside.
out.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
One
I think
ball,
he was sitting off
2
speed
strikes.
there.
Vaughn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 left for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a foul ball. That one outside. And now it's even 1-1.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That misses. Ball 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Here's the 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here comes Aaron Judge. RBI single his last time up. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That misses off the outside edge.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Here's a 1-2. That one is absolutely belted way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He circles the bases, his 12th of the season, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, not close. And misses inside. Thorpe maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. So here's Kyle Tucker now. And that one fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next pitch is outside. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. In the air, right field. Tauchman settles underneath it, and there's two down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Louis.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and now it's Luis Robert, doubled in his first AB. There's a strike. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swung on, belted. That one back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His 13th home run of the season, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 4-2.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So two down. Bo Bichette, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out. his first time up. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Start of the fourth. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teel. Ball one on a pitch inside.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that's in for a strike. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Colson Montgomery now at the plate. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The White Sox trailing by 2, top half of inning number 4. In the air, right side. Tucker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Fletcher stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Two outs. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, no appeal. That's in for a strike at 95. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Number 73 on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
In time to Vaughn, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1.
Trick. Watch me backspin off the atlas. Past tense maneuver through you has-beens. I'm laughing. Don't hear ignore cheese, but recognize.
In the air, left field. Benintendi is there and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 40.
2 down, base is empty. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. The Windy City showdown continues now. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Baldwin. Horton back to work. There's the strike.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They have yet to draw a walk, and that's a stat that can go both ways. Credit the pitcher or question the offense's approach. But either way, 0 free passes in this one, and that's making it tough to get anything going.
Ball 2.
Next
Three
offering
balls,
upstairs.
one strike.
That one misses.
Nope, that's
So
ball
a
four.
leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Back to the top of the lineup, Josh Rojas. The next to hit, 0 for 2 in this one. Rojas in his 6th season, 30 years old now. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Baldwin on at first. Nobody out. Up and in. Ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Slater up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside. Ball 1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fought off foul. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two on the way. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So up next, Mike Tauchman. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Outside low. Ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch misses, and the count now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Andrew Vaughn in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One out. Runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That's smacked on a line to center. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Late swing, fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Two on, 2 outs. That one just missing inside, and it's 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Out there to center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Got it. Nice grab. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
To the right side, Baldwin. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And Judge spoils that one. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And a slider misses down and away. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2. And a strike on the outside edge.
0-1's the count.
And it's 1-1.
Out.
Two down, nobody on. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead this one 4-2. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. That one misses. 1-0.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Next offering upstairs. And that skips in the dirt. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Kyle Finnegan up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. .3-0 down. And there's the automatic. Rips that one to right. Tucker makes the grab. One away. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. And that misses. And that's ball 1. The Cubs trying to protect a 2-run lead. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside. That one in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. There's a strike. That's out to center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Montgomery lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Turner with the throw to first. And the White Sox go quietly. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Hard hit to 3rd. Zips it across, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Luis Robert now. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Bo Bichette will hit next. Bichette having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, right side. Baldwin fires over to first. And Bichette is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Here at Wrigley Field, here's the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next in Chicago, the second
Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Baldwin. Horton checks the runner. Fletcher gets back easily. Just missed. Pickoff throw. Fletcher back easily. And that's the second disengagement now. There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cade Horton is done, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Tying run at the plate. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And that hits the inside corner for a strike. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-2. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. He's been a great free agent sign. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He hauls it in, 2 away. Austin Slater digs in now, 1 for 3. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second, 2 outs. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the air, left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. White Sox strand a couple. They trail it here, 4-2. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. And ball 1. The 1-0. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions, hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Trey Turner at the plate. That one drilled left field. Going back on this one. On the warning track. And hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Contreras stands in now and watches strike 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Two outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Caleb Thielbar comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Mason Miller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a curve is down and in. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Andrew Benintendi steps up, 0 for 3 in this one. Thielbar, a 6-foot lefty, 205 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Nice grab. Gathers and throws. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
When you're playing out of position, the ball will find you, and that time does a nice job of fielding it, but the throw just off the mark, and you know he's uncomfortable with being in that spot.
Man at first with one gone, and next to hit for the Sox, Kyle Teal. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
White Sox making a move for a pinch hitter, Lenny Sosa.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. 2 outs. And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way outside, now 2-2. That one is upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Dominic Fletcher in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-two on the way. Struck him out looking. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 64.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And he takes a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's too low. Now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Hit in the air, center field. Fletcher under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. That misses, and that's ball 1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Dan Altavilla, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-0. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's the strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses. Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop to first. Nicely done for the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 2. We go to the 9th, and here is Dominic Fletcher. Mason Miller comes out trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one in triple digits. Miller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Brooks Baldwin now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. And he grounds one to the right side. Good feed. That's one to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Fastball for a strike. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The White Sox down to their final strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous inning streak did he wait until the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
Slater, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Tying run at the plate.
Nope.
Miller.
That's inside.
He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Rojas on at second with 2 down. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
High fly ball down the left field line. Judge really on his horse for this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Man on second, 2 down. Hard hit, right side. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final 4-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolding, and I had my share of fun.